When I tell you, when I tell you what they did to Nolan Wells, I need y'all to understand something because I sat with this and I sat with this for hours. And every time I think I processed it, y'all, I find out something else and it just keeps cutting deeper and deeper and deeper. They burned him. They burned Nolan Wells alive. They tortured his body. And then they put him face down in a van. Like he wasn't a child. Like he wasn't somebody's son. I got the video clips, okay? And if you guys want me to play the video clips in this video, press a 4. I'm going to play it because everybody need to hear this. Everybody need to see this because a transport worker, somebody who moves bodies for a living, somebody who's seen every horror you can imagine, they saw Nolan and they called somebody and they were crying. They were so shaken up. I want y'all to listen to this.
Today. So today, we actually know someone that works transporting bodies, human remains, and things like that. So today I got a call from that person, and they were just talking about the body that they
came across. This was Nolan Wells.
So before knowing all that, he said that the body was mistreated.
Yeah.
It looked abused. It looked like he was tortured. Looked as if he was burnt, maybe.
Where?
Face, body, said he was burnt.
And not only that, his body was mistreated when they transported him.
So as they were transporting him, he was actually face down. So everyone knows when you're transporting the body, when only a couple of people work that job, they all know you don't transport the body face down. That's kind of very disrespectful. So you always have them face up. Well, specifically his body whatever reason was face down, and me personally, I took that as disrespect.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to the family.
Yes, definitely.
Because all we know is what they put out
on the internet.
But today, we actually found out a lot about his autopsy without even reading the autopsy.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
I'm so sorry that family had to go through this. Really, just
I want to give our condolences to the family. As a mom or moms,
grandmothers,
dads. Family, period. Just we give the most prayers to you, and we stand behind you because we know right what really happened.
Right. So,
and at the end of the day, whatever lies those families have covered up, or whatever lies they're trying to cover, we're sorry, and we're here for you, and we just want you to know that what was seen today was
unacceptable. It's unacceptable, and that's why we want to inform. So what's going on during the transport like that?
Isn't something you can be quiet on
at all
when you've seen something so heartbreaking as a child, go through something traumatic.
Yes.
It hurts to know that was done to him in the ways that we can't even express.
Right.
And as a person, you should have some type of humanity.
Right.
And I felt like those people who was transporting him did not have humanity in no way, shape, or form. Because if I can feel the way I feel about the situation, just listening to what happened, you also can listen to what happened to this child.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, that is a child that you did that to.
Right.
So this child needs justice. Because we're not going to sleep until he gets it.
At all. And I heard the feds are
mistreated, abused, tortured, burnt. Y'all hear that? Face down. They put him face down. You don't put a body face down. You just don't. That's not protocol. That's not respect. That's not hiding something. That's making sure nobody see what they did to his face. And they identified him by his dental records, his teeth. Because his mama couldn't look at him and say, that's my baby. Whatever they did to his face, they destroyed it. They burnt it off. They made him unrecognizable. They hated him. And I'm sitting here, and I'm sitting here trying to understand How in the hell can the sheriff look at that and say no foul play? How a man looked at a burned, tortured child and say, nah, this right here, this normal. This a black kid, it's normal. Yeah, nothing to see here, folks. I'm trying to understand, and I can't. I can't understand it because it ain't human. It ain't human what they did, and it ain't human how they covering it up. It reminds me of the black bodies on the crosses that they used to burn up in Mississippi, and the white supremacists did it. It reminds me of that type of energy. It's that type of spirit on July the 4th on the Devil Horns Island, okay? And you can tell me all day, well, they were his friends. Those white people were his friends. Bull crap. And the white supremacy, that's a religion within itself, okay? And they have rituals. They have sacrifices. They have ceremonies. Hello? And I believe one of their ceremonies and sacrifices are burning bodies, black bodies, like they did on the cross. Okay? I do believe this is part of it. I believe it. It's my belief. Okay? Honey? And we're going to get into all of it. I promise y'all. Okay? The phone, the elbow, the shepherd, the fake friend, all the fake friends that's coming out here, part of the PR campaign that they got going on. We haven't heard nothing from the white boys that was on a boat. Warren, Wyatt, Andrew, they protected. But we hearing all these people that's paid to talk. Come on now. And the FBI, Devil Horns Island, we're going to talk about that too. But I need y'all to never forget what I just told you. They burned him. They tortured him. They put his face down. And they think we stupid enough to believe this was an accident? After they do all that, after they burn him, torture him, destroy his face, put him face down like trash, after all that, they got the nerve to run a whole public relations campaign. They put a black assistant coach in front of the camera. Someone who interacted with Nolan, who works at his school, who needed permission from the district to even speak to the media. And what he say? I don't think it was no racial tension. It was a tight-knit community. We loved each other. We didn't see race. We are here in Mississippi, and black and white people, we love each other like we're brothers and sisters. We don't see any race. We don't see color. No way Nolan was taken out because of racial tension, because in Mississippi, in this community, we just don't see color. But then, and this is the part that gets me, y'all. Then they say some stuff might have happened that I didn't see, so I can't speak wholeheartedly on it. What? So why you speaking then? What's the point of you speaking? You don't got nothing to add to it, so what you speaking? Your whole thing as the black coach, as a black face, is to say no racial tension. That's all you wanted to say. That's all this was about, because he didn't have nothing to add. Why they put you in front of us? Why you wasting our time? Why not the head coach? Why not the principal? Because they was white and you want to put a black face in front of us to make us feel better? To tell us to relax? Why not the actual friends who was on the boat? Wyatt, yeah, Andrew, yeah, Warren. What about them? Why we hearing from Shepard? Huh? Who called himself Nolan's best friend, which is a lie. But Nolan's parents never met him, okay? Never met him. Don't know him. Never came to their house. Because they putting black faces in front of us to say Everything is fine. That's why. They are putting the assistant coach, the best friend, the fake best friend, and anybody they can find to say race was not a factor. While the real friends, the ones whose parent is a judge, while they lawyer up, delete social media, and don't say nothing. That's the game. That is the game, and we see it, we clocking it, and we see all of it, right? Press 2, we clocking it. We seeing all of it. And then we got a phone story, y'all. Baby, the phone story. Nolan mama, Christine, she calls to Shamima. What's her name? To Shima. That's one of the other boys' mamas. She says, where my son at? He ain't been heard from. So Tashima starts calling around. Call her son Javon. He ain't seen Nolan since earlier on the island. Call Jalen. He don't answer. Call the other boy. He answered. Say Jalen at the gas station. Then they start tracking Nolan's phone. And the Snapchat location showed the phone at a different place than what Christine's, Nolan's mother, tracker says. So they go to the house, and what do they find? A house full of white people. Yeah, a house full of people, lights off, watching TV with Nolan's phone inside. And I bet you, y'all, them white folks was like, all right, y'all, let's watch TV. Let's act normal. Here they come. Yeah, they all in this shit together. Wyatt, one of the friends, he say the phone is in his truck, but it take 15 minutes to get it. 15 minutes? And to Shamima, Javon's mama, asks a question we all thinking. Did y'all have to walk back to Horns Island to get the phone? Okay? Why is it taking y'all 15 minutes to get the damn phone? What's going on? Because why it takes so long? Why the lights are off? Why y'all sitting here watching TV like everything is normal while Nolan mama out here panicking, looking for her son? And then we find out the Snapchat messages all gone, all deleted, all erased. The friend had his phone, had his Snapchat, and now the messages just disappear. You telling me that's a damn coincidence? You telling me that's just a bunch of kids being careless? Hell no. That's evidence being destroyed. That's a damn cover up in real time. And we watching it happen, y'all. We are watching it happen. And then, honey, we got on did y'all see the CNN interview? Javon, the so-called friend, the one that was on TMZ, scratching, digging all in his head, looking all around like he done lost, okay? Ooh. They got on CNN. He's sitting up there next to his mama, right? And the reporter asks him, did you see Nolan on the island that day? And Javon said, yes, ma'am, I did see him. And his mama elbowed him right there on the camera, y'all. Hit that boy with her elbow like, shut up, like you saying too much, like we practiced what you were supposed to say, and this wasn't it now. The elbow, y'all, we saw the elbow. Press 3 if you saw that elbow, and if you didn't see it, go back and watch it, because that right there, that tells you everything you need to know about these interviews that they going out here. These kids are coached. They is told what to say. They is scared to tell the truth. And the mama, she either protecting her son from saying too much or she's protecting somebody else. Either way, that elbow was evidence. That elbow was a confession without words. And then we got Shepherd. Can we talk about him? Yeah. Sheriff John, let's talk about Shepherd. This man looked at a burnt, tortured face, destroyed black body. Now, let's go to the sheriff first. The sheriff looked at the burnt, tortured face, destroyed black body. Child. A child who went on a boat with 3 white boys, only 3 came back, and he said no foul play. The sheriff, no foul play. Before the autopsy, before the investigation, before the family even asked for an independent autopsy, the sheriff looked at all that and said, nah, this stuff right here, this normal. This is a black kid. This normal. No foul play. They'll believe it. They'll eat it up. Nothing to hear, see here, folks. That's why I'm saying they all in cahoots with this, y'all. Okay? It is at the top of the government. It's probably even bigger than the government we're talking about. Okay? These are major players. And they got plants all in different levels, baby. And they want the minds of young white boys. That is who they're going to target, okay? And they're going to have to make some sacrifice to make sure they really down with the white supremacy program. Hello? Birthplace, Mississippi. So you know that's the main target over there. But then, after the family said, we want our own autopsy, then them 3 boys, they went and got lawyers. Yeah, they went and got lawyers because they already knew, damn, you getting your own autopsy? Well, let's lawyer up, because they figured if it was done by Mississippi autopsy, the sheriff already in cahoots, the judge already in cahoots, they already got people in the FBI, so they figured, shit, we cool. We can say however we want to say. They got the examiner on their side, so they was cool. But once they did that independent autopsy, that's when they lawyered up. They like, damn, this might be something now. Then the judge mama started running her mouth, intimidating witnesses, telling people to delete social media, telling the boy, delete that shit, delete. Why you gotta delete social media if you ain't do nothing? Come on. Then we find out the body was burned and tortured and transported face down. And you telling me that's not connected? You telling me that's not a cover-up? The sheriff knew. The sheriff always knew. And the sheriff is still protecting the people who did this. And now they tell us the FBI is involved. The FBI, Trump's FBI, Kash Patel's FBI, the same FBI that has never been a friend to black people. They say it's because Horns Island is federal land. And they say it's normal for the FBI to assist. They say they helping with the forensics examination of digital evidence. But baby, one of the comments says something that made my blood run cold, okay? They say one of those kids has a relative in the FBI. Did y'all hear that? One of those white kids have a parent and a father in the FBI. One of the kids has a father in the FBI. So the same FBI that's supposed to be investigating is also protecting one of the suspect's family. The same FBI that's examining the digital evidence is also connected to the people who had Nolan's phone. The same FBI that was interviewing 60 witnesses, but somehow can't make one arrest. That ain't no damn investigation, y'all. That's a cover up with a badge. That's a fix being put in at the highest level. And they want us to trust them. They want us to send our videos and photos to the sheriff department. I wouldn't send a thing. I would not send a thing, baby. I'm going to make it public. Yeah, if I have videos and photos, I'm making it public, make it loud, because the only thing that can't hide is what the whole world already saw, right? And it happened on July the 4th. Are we just going to bypass that? Independence Day, the day they celebrate freedom. While 250 white supremacists march at the White House with their faces covered. On the same day, a strong, athletic black man was lured into a boat by people who called themselves his friends. And they took him to that Devil's Horns Island. Devil Horns Island, y'all. Because that's what it is. The horns, the rituals, the sacrifice. And I need y'all to remember what I told you at the beginning of this video. They burned him. They tortured him. They destroyed his face. They put him face down. That was not a drowning. That was no accident. That was a sacrifice. That the communion of white supremacy. The body and blood of a black child offered up to the altar of America independence. How many times they gonna have to sacrifice our bodies? Huh? Because white supremacy is a religion. It got rituals, it got sacrifices, and the best sacrifice, the most powerful one, is when you sacrifice a friend. The black friend, that is. The one you betray, the one you lure with trust, the one you make feel safe before you destroy them. You know how they do with livestock. They feed them and they slaughter them and they never see it coming. They said that makes for the best meat. It don't make for the best meat when they know you're the enemy and they're running and they're scared and you killed the livestock. That don't make for the best meat. The best meat is when they take you in, love you, feed you, and then slay you when you least see it's coming. Part of the sacrifice. They knew Nolan was strong. They knew one white boy couldn't take on a black boy. We all know that. Okay? God made us different. God made us strong. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? So they came in as a group. It took a group of white boys to hold Nolan down. They came in as a group. I believe they planned it. They needed the numbers to hold him down, and this is part of the ritual anyway, to do it as a group. When you saw them burning up our ancestors on those crosses, was it only one white man? Was it only one white man right there? No, it was a group of them. It was witnesses. They have to bear witnesses. It's a part of the religion. It's a part of the group. And then what did they do to Nolan? They buried him. They burned him. They burned him. They tortured him. They destroyed his face so his own mama couldn't even identify him. They put him face down in that van so his soul couldn't rise. And on the Devil Horns Island, on July the 4th, while 250 white supremacists marched at the White House, you telling me that ain't no damn coincidence? And it happened in Mississippi. You telling me that's not a ritual? That's a ritual. And now we're waiting on the autopsies. 2 autopsies. The state one pending. Okay? What are they waiting for? You know what they waiting for? They wanted to line up so they can get their lives right when the independent one come back. You right? It's an independent one in D.C., right? Yeah, paid by Colin Kaepernick. Shout out to that brother, a real one, Jay-Z. And the family still ain't got the incident report. They entitled to it in the 72 hours under Mississippi law. It's been weeks. What they waiting for? What they hiding? Ben Crump said he was going to announce the findings last week. Then flight delays, then nothing, then soon, very soon, then more silence. They delaying because they know. They know what that autopsy says. They know that that body was burned. They know that that face was destroyed. They know it wasn't no drowning. And they trying to figure out how they going to spin the lie before they can let us see it. But we already know. The transport workers told us. The dental records told us. The face down transport told us. We already know. Nolan Wells, say his name. Nolan Xavier Wells. We see the burned body. We see the tortured flesh. We see the face down transport. We see the dental records. We see the PR campaign with the black faces telling us race wasn't a factor. We see the phone in the house with the lights off. We see the 15 minutes delay. We see the erased Snapchat. We see that elbow. We see Shepard and the sheriff saying no foul play. We see the boys getting lawyers. We see the judge mamas intimidating witnesses. We see the FBI with a relative in the suspect's family. We see the 60 witnesses and 0 arrests. We see the delayed autopsy. We see the missing incident report. We see Devil Horns Island. We see the July the 4th ritual. We see the 250 white supremacists at the White House. We see it all. And we ain't looking away. Not now, not ever. Justice for Nolan Wells. Justice for every black child who ever trusted the wrong friend. Justice for everybody that was burned, tortured, and called no foul play. Devil Horns Island will not be buried. Shepard, the sheriff, will not be forgotten. And the truth is coming. Look, whether they wanted to or not, it's coming. It's coming. Nolan Wells, we see you, baby, and we ain't letting go.